morning, YouTube. Welcome to Fishing in the Hood with the BRINSONS. How you guys doing this morning, man? Hey, it's so much going on in our country. It's ridiculous, man. It's just amazing. And also here in Miami, I stay in Miami, and it's super killing, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Everybody killing each other, shooting up every morning you wake up. They got this new thing now where the young guys, they riding about just shooting up whole parties and whole blocks, and just stupid, man. Innocent people getting shot, getting killed. 6, 7 people at a time getting shot. Every morning you wake up, somebody dead, man. It's amazing. Little innocent kids getting shot and going through this kind of crazy stuff, man. It's just amazing. I think it got a lot to do with all this new drugs they got out, all this synthetic weed and all this weed they growing in these labs, making the hydro, see who can make the strongest weed. You got it all chemistry, all up with all these different chemistries and all this foolishness, man. Then also these mollies and stuff. They smoking these mollies, man. Mollies got them crazy around here, man. They smoking mollies, and that molly got them sick. I tell you, man, it's amazing. Young people, man, they got more respect for nobody, man, no more. And I feel like if a young person don't have respect for his own parents, he won't have respect for nobody. You believe that? Trust me on that. And it's just amazing, man. I'm just kind of full of days, so much going on, and it's just sad, man. I thank God for my family today. I just thank God for life and thank God for strength. And man, parents, we got to do something. We got to take our kids back. We gotta. Man, I thank God for my mama, old-fashioned mama. She ain't playboy. My mama would slap a part in your head, and my daddy would knock dust out your drawers. You hear me, man? They ain't play. Now these kids, they don't fear nobody. They don't fear nobody. You can't just beat your own kids. The government said you can't beat your kids no more. You can't chastise your own kids. You can't say nothing to them. They'll call 911 on you. But I tell you what, for me in my house, I'm busting that. I'm whooping that tail. You hear me? Come get me. And while you come to get me, take them along with you, because you can't stay here no more. We got to take our kids back, and once we take our kids back, I think things will get so much better, man. Kids now don't have they got no respect for nobody, man. Nobody. They almost have respect for themselves. So it's a time in life where we got to make a stand as parents. Man, my mama just didn't play. Man, my mama was sharp. My mama didn't play that junk. I remember when I first started smoking weed, I was 13 years old. I started smoking weed when I was like 12 or 13. And I remember, and you used to wear the white T-shirts back in the days in the 70s, you know. Wear them white T-shirts, and you smoke your weed, you clean it good, and the seed pop and hit your shirt. You had that little burn mark. Man, my mama be washing clothes. She'd call you, come here. And she said, what is on your shirt? I said, I don't know. I said, it's a pencil mark or something. I don't know. She said, well, that's a burn mark. You was smoking weed in the seed pop. I said, how you know that? And before I said how I know that, she done hit me twice with her hand. Pop, pop, pop. Man, my mama had the fastest hands in the world, man. She was on it. Then what she used to do too, man, when I got in high school, she said, come here, boy. You know, I walk in the room and say, hey, Ma, how you doing? She said, come here, man. And sometimes she'll grab my hand. I think she just trying to hold my hand. She looking at my fingertips to see if they yellow. They yellow. She said, you still smoking weed? I said, well, I had some yellow candy. She said, shut up, stop lying to me. And she'll slap you upside your head, man. My mama was sharp, man. My mama was up on everything, man. It wasn't no back in them days about this my room, you can't come in. Nigga, please. By the time I come home, my mama done went through everything inside my room. She's been all in my closets, going through all my. Back then we used to wear Converse and All Stars and Pumas. Y'all remember that? She done went through all my shoe boxes, man. I remember I had like a 1/4 ounce of weed that I was serving, you know, just backing up a little bit at a time, make a couple dollars when I was in school. And she found that and flushed it down the toilet. Man, that thing, I was like, Ma. And I really couldn't, she didn't say nothing to me, and I didn't say nothing to her, but my brother told me later on that she had flushed it down the toilet. I couldn't ask her where my weed at. I couldn't ask her for that. Because she was like, I can't ask her for it. How am I ask her for it? And one thing my parents would never do, they never would say what my kids won't do. Because your kids would do some crazy things when you ain't around. You know what they'll do when you there. When you ain't around, man, kids would do anything. Trust me on that one, man. I don't know why parents just get older and get naive, man, and something, I don't know. But the young girls, man, they just as aggressive as if they more aggressive than the boys. Only thing got me, man, now, smoking weed, having sex, and listen to rap. Everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody smoking weed like it's just, man, weed change your whole frame of thought. Alter your thought. Weed is a mind-changing drugs, man. And everybody, man, weed ain't addicting. That's a lie. I tell you what, if it ain't addicting, stop smoking weed for a week and see what happens. Watch how you be like craving for it. Watch how you want it. Weed is addicting. I don't care what nobody say. They putting all this THC and all these other chemicals in it now. They enhancing all this weed. Man, I tell you, parents, you better tighten up on your kids. You better check your kids' trap, okay? Don't let them fool you. They come up to mommy and no, you better watch them little jokers. Kids know how to play you like a fiddle. Kids know you just like you know them. They know how to play you. So you better check up on your kids and see what they're doing, okay? And you know what? My daddy always say, I know what kind of guy you is in the street. I said, no, you don't. How you know? He said, God, look at the friends you hang with. That's who you are. So parents, I love you. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell, man. To be notified. And give me some comments. Love you guys. And it's just amazing. It's really amazing. How can a parent sit there and smoke weed with your kid? I mean, what kind of respect could you demand from this kid? You sitting there getting in session with your son or your daughter, man, that's crazy. But I see it's happening more and more often now here in Miami. Well, maybe it's happening all over. But I know lots of parents sitting there getting high. And I was kind of bold. I did ask this lady. I said, how could you sit there and smoke weed with your son, man? She said, well, it was the attitude. I'd rather for him to be sitting here smoking weed than out in the street smoking weed. At least I know where he at. I just looked at her and said, wow, that's all you got. You rather for him to sit here with you, smoke weed at home, and you know where he at. I said, ma'am, what kind of future can this kid possibly have? Well, you know what happened after that. You know, she cussed me out, called me out kind of fat this, fat that. I said, okay. I said, well, Jesus love you, man. And I just walked off. But we losing our kids at an alarming rate. And it seems like nothing is being done. Man, America, not only America, but the world is in trouble, man. We in a crisis and people taking it so lightly, like they really don't care. It's just amazing. It boggles me sometimes. And people just forgot about God, no fear of God no more. They don't care what happened. Is it no fear of God? You know, then lots of churches are still closed and people just losing it, man. You know, the Bible says, you know, no, if it's much prayer, much power. And what the Bible, man, people that got away from the Bible say, you know, spare the rod, spoil the child. You know, correction is needed. I ain't talking about being abusive and beating the skin off your kid and slapping them around with your hand. But no, man, you chastise a kid right. Old-fashioned way, get you a belt, you tear that tail up, and that's that, man. And now all the kids want to do is sit in front of that doggone game, play PlayStation and Xbox all day long. Joker going to the hospital for a Sega thumb because the remote control thumb, they thumb then jammed up. It's amazing. And they ain't going to school no more. I got so many kids in my neighborhood just walking around doing nothing. I mean, actually not doing anything with their life. Just wasting the whole life. So this is what I was going to do. I got my jet ski up for sale. I'm going to sell my jet ski and I want to get a pontoon boat. Well, lots of kids in my neighborhood, I'm going to take them out fishing. You know, it's safe. That pontoon boat is about the safest vessel you can use. And it's about 4 or 5 kids I just want to start taking out fishing in the daytime. Some kids never even caught a fish before. They never hooked a fish before. Can you imagine not even never hooking a fish, never bringing a fish in? Then I don't take them out. I got all the rods. I've been buying the rods gradually. Like every month, I buy like 2 or 3 rods. I've been putting them up, fixing them up. So when I take them out, I want to take them out, let them catch their own fish, keep their own rod, and show them how to fish, and show them how to clean their fish. Man, kids will never forget that. And then they're going to be outdoors. So get them outdoors, get them from front of that TV. Man, parents, take your house back. Take your kids back, man. They our future. Love you guys, man. You take care and have a great day. Yeah, when our kids, my parents were so watchful. And like I said, we grew up in the projects in Miami. PSU projects without 62nd Street and 22nd Avenue, between 17th and 22nd Avenue, right next to Charles R. Drew Junior High School. But my parents was watchful, man. They kept an eye on everything. Like you couldn't get away with nothing, man. But parents don't do that no more. Parents and their kids hanging out like they friends, like they partners now. God ain't make you no partner for your kids and no friends. He made you to be a parent. If you look up the word parent or parenting, you'll find the definition of it. So it's important that we gain the respect back for our kids. And it's just amazing, man. I mean, my dad, man, it was rough, but my mom and dad stuck in there. And they took, man, every Saturday they took us fishing. Fishing was our outlet, and fishing was our punishment. If you didn't do good in school that week, you're not going fishing Saturday. So that was like a drive. That was our drive to do right and the ambition to push us. Cause we ain't do right. We weren't going fishing Saturday. And sometimes my dad would go in the evening time after we got to school. Back then we got to school, I think, at 3 o'clock. Man, he used to be waiting in front of the school for us. He come out to school and we jump right in the car and go straight fishing, man. So we had good times fishing. Fishing was what really helped save my brothers and my sisters. That, man, it kept us out of trouble. Cause what we'd do, we'd be on the trail, Tamiami Trail, Alligator Alley, Captain Tom Fish Camp. Man, we used to be to all them places fishing, man. And that was our motivation to do right in school and do right around the house. My mom said, you know what, y'all ain't going fishing. And she meant that jump, man. So it's kind of crazy, but it's real. I worked it here in Miami at alternative age school. It was ran by Jessica. And right on 54th and 10th, worked there for about 8 years. And man, I seen some ugly stories with kids, and it was amazing, man. I see some kids, man, coming to school. You know, we used to have to check them in the morning because it was a alternative age school, and we in Miami, kids bringing guns and dope, selling drugs in school. So we'll check some kids. And I remember this one kid, I was coming in the building. I said, "Come here, man. Come here. What's in your pocket?" Pocket all stuck out. This dude put a chunk of money so thick you could choke a horse with it. And I open it up, it's all 5 10s and 20s and 1s. And maybe had a couple of 50s and a couple of 100s. And when I got through counting it was $1,200. I said, man, where you get this money from? Now, you know, if it's 5 10s and 1s, you know it's dope money. Joker been trapping all night long, selling nickel bags of weed, dime powders, DPs and stuff like that. So you already know what time it is. I took the money. I got the money. I said, man, come on, sit down again. I put him in my office. I said, sit down. Let me call your mom. I called his mom. I said, I just went in this boy's pocket and do you know he got $1,200 on him? She said, no. What's the problem? I said, what's the problem? He got $1,200, all 5 1s and 10s, small bills. So I say, you know what time it is with that? She said, well, what you mean? I said, well, I'm not giving it to him. You're going to have to come out here and collect this money from him. This kid just 15 years old, 9th grade, 10th grade. So you can imagine what he's doing with $1,200. So when she came out there, he must be had called her something from a cell phone or something, because she came right at me. Well, you should have the business taking his money and checking his pocket anyway. Why him? I said, first of all, I didn't caught your son several times. I caught your son several times, at least 2 times selling weed and little stuff around the building. I caught him before. Remember, I called you. I caught him with 2 bags of weed. I went ahead and flushed it. I didn't even call the police. She was saying, so why you bothering him now? I said, because I think he's selling dope around here, selling weed around here. So that's why I stopped him. And I checked him. He got all this money in his pocket. Ain't no kid this age got no business having all this money in his pocket, no $1,200. I don't care who you are. So she was very upset. She said, he took his money. She said, that's his money. And I said, well, you know where he get it from? She said, yeah, he would have did a crap game last night. Why? I said, okay. Now that same kid I was trying to help out with and open the eyes with, that same kid caught 60 years for killing a little girl. Had a shootout, and the little girl got shot in the head, and it was his bullet. That kid is doing 60 years in prison now. Another case, this other kid, knucklehead kid, I mean, stayed in trouble. I mean, every time you turn around, this kid was in something, man. Teachers ain't want him in the classroom. He was just like a little monster. I tried to talk to him. I said, man, what's wrong with you, man? I said, man, bruh, what you hated is only 2 things. I said, death or prison. Man, F you. I said, okay, bruh. All right. I said, well, I tell you what, I'm going to send you home for a couple of days. You calm down. I don't give a so-and-so. Do what you got to do. And that kid was suspended maybe about 3 or 4 times, man, within 6-7 months. He had the state send him to school because he was just chaotic. Called his mom. She come out there. He said, what you calling her for? She ain't gonna do S. I said, what? He said, you heard me. She ain't gonna do S to me. Sure enough, she come out there. She sitting there, come out there with an attitude. Why you calling me? I'm busy. I got things to do. I ain't got to come out here for his so on. He know what he supposed to be doing. Don't be calling me for him. I said, well, man, I'm sorry. I couldn't let him make the school till you come out here and we talk with you. What's going on? Well, y'all picking on him, he say. I said, okay, man. 2 months later, this kid got killed. And then the same mom come back out to the school and asked me would I speak at his funeral. I said, ma'am, I can't speak at his funeral. I said, I wouldn't know what to say about this kid because I didn't have no good things to say about him. She got so mad, she cussed me out, called me all kind of F this and F that and P this and, oh man, she called me some names. I said, man, I'm sorry. I can't speak for this kid at his funeral. I didn't tell her this. I ain't had nothing good to say, but I just told her I couldn't speak because I really didn't have nothing good to say about this kid. And my dad used to always say, it's some good in every kid, but this kid was just like a monster, man. And just stayed and stuff, kept stuff going, fighting, and he's just a headache. And the mama couldn't do nothing with him. So we gotta do something with our kids, man. We gotta save them. We don't save them, who's gonna do it? The Bible say a kid left to his own would come to ruins. And mothers and fathers, if you love your kids, you'll discipline them. I mean, love ain't just let them do whatever they want to do and just run wild and just come in all time of night and do whatever they want to do. You got to have discipline. You got to have structure in the home. And that's what lots of houses didn't laws. They didn't law structure in their homes. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of heavy today. So like every time you turn on news, every morning I usually, me and my wife, or we get out of bed, we turn on news about 6 o'clock after we get through praying, and we'll turn on news and watch it for about 30 minutes, and the whole 30 minutes is horrible. I mean, it's horrible. Just so much stuff going on in our nation right now. But we got to keep our kids tight and keep them close. And it's just amazing, man. Young women's having babies like crazy, and it's just sad. And just in society got stuff so mixed up. Our kids got so much pressure they got to go deal with, even with all this homosexual foolishness. You know, it's amazing. That's enough pressure by itself. You know, and then it's just amazing what you can't sit on the couch with your grandkids and watch a movie without you got to explain the whole thing out. Like just a couple months ago, sitting on the couch. And the kid, 2 men's kissing on TV, and you got to sit there and explain all this to the kid. Why 2 men's kissing? Ugh, they aren't supposed to be doing that. He must a child, 4 years old, 5 years old, know this. And you got to sit there and explain this to this kid, what's going on, and why 2 men's kissing. Man, it's some crazy junk. Love you guys, man. Hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon. Watch this, y'all. Today is my mom's birthday. I got her some flowers. I guarantee you she gonna sing. She gonna say, oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, mama. And you know, I love you. I love you, ma.
I know you. Hold it. I can't hold it, baby.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you. Put on the table for me. While this is lunch. Oh,
happy birthday. You deserve it.
Look at that.
It's different.
Oh,
that's your other part of your birthday gift.
Oh, Jesus.
Just one. Just take one.
Oh. Oh, Lord. Look at here.
My mama turned 88 today. What you got to say to the people?
God been so good to me. I got the best children in the world. I'm not just saying this, but I get flowers all the time. He give me flowers. For years they've been giving me flowers. God is a good God. If you put your trust in God, God got a blessing for you. Trust in God. Love it, serve it, and He'll bless you.
Amen.
God bless you.
All right, you guys have a great day. Love you guys.